The city will emphasize the fact that tree medical treatment should only be done through tree hospitals that are qualified as tree doctors or tree treatment technicians. It targets apartment complexes, school forests, and other places where tree care is needed. 34 tree hospitals will be inspected for illegal business activities, such as violations of registration standards. In international news, Iran's supreme leader has rejected a demand from Donald Trump to reach a nuclear deal with the US or face a military action. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said Iran wouldn't negotiate under the pressure from a bullying country. US President Trump said the day before he had sent a letter to Iran's supreme leader offering to talk, a move that was interpreted as a de facto rejection of a deal. Now here's a weather update for Busan today. Today, Busan will be partly sunny. The temperature is currently 12 degrees. The daytime high is expected to be 13 degrees in Busan. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM, 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Midday Mate with Kimberly An. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Is the beginning of your work week making you feel super anxious, sad, or even stressed out? Do you wake up on Monday morning with zero motivation? And are you feeling a bit sluggish or tense? If that sounds like you, you could be experiencing the Monday blues. Today, we're going to talk about ways to beat the Monday blues. It's Monday, March 10th, 2025, and this is Midday Mate. Let's get started!
Memories follow me left and right. I can feel you over here, I can feel you over here. You take up every corner of my mind. What you gonna do now? Ever since the day you went away, no, I don't know how to erase your body from out my brain. What you gonna do now? Maybe I should just focus on me instead. All I think about are the nights we were tangled up in your bed. Oh no. The day you went away, tell me how much more do I gotta drink for the pain? You did things to me that I just can't forget. I think about all the nights we were tangled up in your bed. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You're going round in circles, got you stuck up in my head. Yeah, memories follow me left and right. I can feel over here, I can feel over here. You take up every corner of my mind. Your love stays with me day and night. I can feel over here, I can feel over here. You take up every corner of my mind. What you gonna do now? Does you know you're the one that got away? And even though that I'm still not okay, did you know that my dreams, they're all the same? Every time I close my eyes, memories follow me left and right. I can feel you over here, I can feel you over here. You take up every corner of my mind. What you gonna do? Your love stays with me day over here. You take up every corner of my mind. What you gonna do now?
And that was Left and Right by Charlie Puth. Charlie Puth explained the song in an interview and said, quote, left, right, left is literally about moving on as referring to my feet. Left foot, right foot. I forget what movie I was watching, but I thought of lyrical concepts that would just be dope. Would be just simply moving on. Don't live in the present, don't think about the future, or dwell in the past. That is what Charlie Puth said about this song titled Left and Right. Hello, everyone. We're live in the studio in Busan on this Monday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM if you're a mate in the Kijang, Cheongwon, and Noksan areas. And I am your host, Kimberly. So I hope you're having a good start to your week. It's a Monday. I hope you're feeling lots of energy to start it. And now coming up on the show in hour number 1, we will start off with Listomania, where we introduce various kinds of lists. And for today, we're going to talk about ways to beat the Monday blues. Ways to beat the Monday blues. After that, we'll have Cultural Kaleidoscope, where Jennifer introduces interesting, diverse cultures and etiquette from around the world. So stay tuned for that. And now in hour number 2, we'll start off with today's quote, where we have to introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day, followed by bite-sized banter, where Andrew and I just talk nonstop and have a daily fun conversation with a theme. After that, we'll have Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And since it is Monday, we will have a new clip for you for today. And then we're going to end the show with Change Up, where we introduce one sentence by changing it into various sentences with the same meaning. And I'll be checking your messages throughout the show. Hello, everybody coming on in our YouTube live stream. Hello, Benny Neem, Jinli Neem, and Juliet Neem. I hope you're having a good Monday so far. I think it's just like the weather, right? The weather is making me feel a lot more chipper now. Last week, I feel like I was a bit groggy and sleepy, but now the sun is out. It's feeling a little bit warmer. We should be excited. So now, for our question of the day and text topic, it is, how many hours do you usually sleep a day? How many hours do you sleep a day? 하루에 몇 시간 정도 주무시나요? Go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050, and that'll cost you 101. Or you can reach us through Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us as a friend and send in your messages for free. And we also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And let me make this question of the day and text topic a little bit longer, because I feel like we're just going to get answers like 8 hours, 9 hours, 5 hours. But instead, let me push it a little bit further. Can I do that with you guys? My mates, my friends? So instead of how many hours do you sleep a day, I want you to answer that, but also tell me what time do you usually go to sleep and what time do you wake up? So for me, I usually go to sleep around 11 p.m. or latest at midnight at 12, and then I always wake up around 8. So what does that mean? I sleep about 8 to 9 hours a day. I get a lot of sleep because you know what? They say you need rest. And everyone else, go ahead and send in your answers again. How many hours do you sleep? Usually a day. 하루에 몇 시간 정도 주무시나요? And now we'll be right back with Listomania after the song. Here is Dolce Vita by Ryan Paris.
Dolce Vita. They style we we got it right. We're living like in a Dolce Vita. Got a dream tonight. We're dancing like in a Dolce Vita. With lots of music on. Our love is made in a Dolce Vita. Nobody else than you. It's always nice. Together we love again. Another light before we drown in darkness. Say you never leave me now. Say you're gonna love me now. It down in the Dolce Vita. Wipe all your fears away. We're living like in the Dolce Vita. Hey, game of yesterday. I'm so alone in the Dolce Vita. Oh baby, telephone. This magic's gone in the Dolce Vita. Nobody else than you. It's always nice. Together we love again. Another light before we drown in darkness. Say you never leave me now. Say you're gonna love me now. Like in the Dolce Vita. Got a dream tonight. We're dancing like in the Dolce Vita. Nobody else than you. It's always nice. Together we love again. Another light before we drown in darkness. Say you never leave me now. Say you're gonna love me. It's always nice. Together we love again. Another light before we drown in darkness. Say you never leave me now. Oh, say you're gonna love me now.
And that was Dolce Vita by Ryan Paris. And now it is time for Listomania, where we are going to introduce various kinds of lists on why Mondays can feel rough and how to beat it. So now, why do we feel so tired and so lethargic and, just bleh on Mondays? There are a few reasons. First, we may be discontent at work or we're feeling a bit burnt out. And I know that many of us, or most of us, have been there before, where we are not enjoying our job or the work atmosphere. So we're not satisfied at work and we're feeling very burnt out. It's like too much for us to handle. Or two, we have low enthusiasm. Not really looking forward to the tasks or project ahead. Maybe there's just no fun at work anymore. You don't feel that oomph or that energy anymore. Or you're not getting enough rest. Maybe skimping on sleep or overdoing it on the weekend. So maybe you're just having so much fun over the weekend and then you don't get enough sleep. So then your Mondays may feel a bit, tiresome. Or lastly, worrying about tough tasks or meetings where we may be anticipating a tough project, tight deadlines, or a challenging meeting in the week ahead. You know what? I wanted to add one more, something else for why we may feel that Mondays are rough. Maybe we don't have a good, relationship with our coworkers and we're just like, oh, I don't want to go. What am I going to say to them when I see them? But so now, those are the reasons why some of us may feel a bit, low energy at work. But unfortunately, the Monday blues can affect the entire work week. So it's not just, I'm so tired on Monday, but then on Tuesday, I feel all energetic and I'm working again, right? So here it can affect your entire work week and how you and your coworkers feel about the jobs as a whole. Consider these tips to help you avoid and beat the Monday blues. So again, for our Listomania topic, it is ways to beat the Monday blues. So first up at Listomania, we have disconnect over the weekend. Disconnect. Do your best to limit work interaction on weekends and disconnect from technology like phones and laptops. Some fun and relaxing weekend ideas are spending quality human interaction time with family or friends. Doing something meaningful together or participating in an activity that you all enjoy can help create new memories and bring everyone closer together. Make the most of your free time by unplugging from work and social media notifications, so you can spend some time in nature or with family and friends. By spending quality time away from the constant barrage of emails and messages, you'll be better equipped to tackle whatever Monday throws at you with a clear head. And I know that some of you may have little chatting systems downloaded on your phone because your work, just needs that much attention from you. Maybe turn off the notifications over the weekend just in case if a coworker is at work sending out messages. So stop looking at those and also stop checking your email over the weekend. So we really want to disconnect over the weekend if we're able to, right? If we have that regular 9 to 5, Monday to Friday office job. Next, number 2 is avoid overscheduling on Monday. And this is what I did too. On Monday, I had a packed schedule, but now I tried to, put it on some other days too. So again, avoid overscheduling on Monday. Try to prioritize what needs to be done and break it up throughout the week. This is a great way to ensure you don't have a negative attitude or get overwhelmed at the start of your weekday. Also, it gives you more flexibility in juggling other tasks that might come up during the work week and in your personal life. Reframe Mondays as a day to get organized and plan for a productive week ahead. So on Mondays, instead of trying to go through your whole checklist of what you need to do, instead you can set goals, make lists, and call people that you haven't talked to in a while in order to get your Monday and work week straight. Next, and this is something that a lot of us say here in Korea also, encourage work-life balance. 월라벨, right? Encourage a work-life balance to enjoy Mondays and gain the most of your week. This can be done by setting aside specific time during the week to focus on non-work related activities or hobbies. You should also make sure you are leaving work on time so that you have enough energy for enjoyable activities in the evening. Doing this will help prevent burnout and allow you to approach Mondays with a refreshed and positive attitude. And I know here it says to leave work on time, right? But a lot of us, especially in the Korean culture or even in America, before we would always wait until the 팀장님 would get up and then all of us would be able to leave and 퇴근, right? But I feel like a lot of us have been changing in that way where it's, 5 p.m., 5:01, I'm out of there. Some people still do some overtime and may put in an extra hour or a few more minutes into it. But some people, we like to just 칼퇴, as they say, leave on the dot. Next up on Listomania on how to beat the Monday blues is to get enough sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you only sleeping 3 to 4 hours a night? Then of course you're going to feel tired on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Stick to a sleeping schedule as much as possible. Even if it means just 2 hours of sleep that you may be lacking on Sunday night. Getting adequate rest will help you feel energized and prepared to start the work week. So here, instead of saying, I need to stay up, it's the last, few hours of the weekend, I need to really enjoy it and look at my phone some more and brain rot. Instead, invest that time of brain rotting and turn it off and just go to sleep earlier so that Monday you can feel a bit more refreshed. It is also important to follow consistent sleep schedules during the weekend in order to keep your body's circadian rhythm balanced and have more productive Mondays. Normal sleeping patterns should be about 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. For example, this is saying if you're sleeping at 11 p.m. on the weekdays and waking up at 7 a.m. on the weekdays, try to do that the same on the weekends as well. Don't go to sleep at 3 a.m. on Saturday and then wake up at past noon or 1 p.m. and eat lunch then. We need to try to keep the same schedule of sleeping throughout the whole week and not just the weekdays. Next for Listomania, we have take breaks throughout the day. Right? We don't have to always be working 24/7, although that is what our boss wants us to do, but we should take breaks. We're allowed to take breaks, right? A simple way to recharge and combat a sedentary lifestyle, which is where you're just sitting all day, is to take frequent breaks throughout the day. Get up from your desk, stretch, and get some fresh air outside to give yourself a mental break. You can also step away from your screen and do something different like listening to music or maybe even reading a book if you have the time. Taking breaks helps you stay focused and motivated so that you can get back to work with a clear head. And I know that lots of jobs do have rooftops. I feel like if you're just able to go to the rooftop, stretch, take a breather, and then go back to your seat within 5 minutes, that's a great little break as well. So these are the benefits of beating the Monday blues. So after all of this, having a good attitude on Mondays can make all the difference in creating a successful and productive workplace. Beating the Monday blues comes with several benefits, which include maintaining high productivity, having team members work well together, and keeping employees happier. So with these adjustments like disconnecting over the weekend, getting enough rest, and prioritizing tasks wisely, we can shift our mindset and make Mondays feel less overwhelming. It's all about balance. Taking time to recharge, organizing your schedule, and setting realistic goals can help make the tone of a productive and fulfilling week. Instead of seeing Mondays as a burden, we can view them as a fresh start, a chance to refocus, and an opportunity to take on new challenges with a clear mind. Ultimately, beating the Monday blues isn't just about surviving the day. It's about creating habits that lead to long-term well-being. When we take care of ourselves, find moments to pause, and maintain a healthy work-life balance, we not only improve our Mondays, but also enhance our overall happiness and productivity. So next time Monday rolls around, try a different approach, or even today, try it. Take that morning walk, plan something fun for after work, or simply remind yourself that every new week brings new opportunities. So if you're feeling a bit low, or feeling a bit sad, or feeling a bit, discouraged at work today, I hope our Listomania today was able to help you to have a new focus and perspective on your work week. And now let's take a song break. Here is It's the Little Things by Charles Wesley Godwin.
Pauses, the wins and the losses can pick you up and knock you down like that. The highs and the lows and the big things you go for ain't a weight you want to shoulder through your door. Smile and a wave, go a little out of your way, or hold in a door a second more. things, like that first sip of coffee, like the sun rising on me, like the look she gives in the morning. I could go downtown, have a little drive around, and cruise these streets to a simple song. It's the little things for me. Resting on your laurels ain't exactly what I mean. Don't let what you achieve mean everything. It's not as simple as I said, and it never hurts to pray. Don't sweat the big pay, the big show, all the big things you want most. It's the little things, like that first sip of coffee, like the sun rising on me, like the look she gives in the morning. I could go downtown, have a little drive around, and cruise these streets to a simple song, like a California red, or lazy days in bed, or the sweet things she whispers to me. It's the little things, little things like that. It's the little things for me. Little things, little things like that.
Welcome back. You just listened to It's the Little Things by Charles Wesley Godwin. And our question of the day and text topic is, how many hours do you usually sleep a day? 하루에 몇 시간 정도 주무시나요? We have 만학도 영어님 here in Korean. Let me try my best, okay? 저는 새 나라의 어린이처럼 10시면 잡니다. 기상 시간은 해가 언제 뜨느냐에 따라 달라요. 해가 일찍 뜨는 여름에는 6시, 늦게 뜨는 겨울에는 7시. Oh, so that's still a lot of sleep. So 10 to 8, that's about 8 hours of sleep a night. Very nice. We also have another message here from Sangmin Park 님 saying, my sleep time is 12 midnight. 아침에는 7시에 일어나요. Where Sangmin Park 님 is listening to a lot of 영어 방송. He says, 영어 방송 들으면서 하루를 시작합니다. Very nice. And I love how we have very good and avid listeners here for English radio. Wonderful. We have another text message here from Che Hee-suk-님 saying, good midday. I hope you had a great time on the weekend. Thank you, Che Hee-suk-님. And I hope you also had a very good weekend and are having a good Monday so far. For the others, go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you 101. Or you can also reach us through KakaoTalk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us and send in your messages for free. And we also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And now, let's start with our Monday segments. And now it is time for Cultural Kaleidoscope. And as always, I'm joined here with Jennifer.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are
I got
you?
here just in time.
Just in time, yes.
For a change, I decided to walk here. Yeah, it's about like 20 minutes walk from my place.
Ooh, how was the
So-
walk?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It's much warmer, so I had to take off my winter jacket.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice. Yes, we're getting warmer, everyone.
Yeah, spring is finally on its way.
Yes, I feel you see it. Like I just said it on the radio earlier today. Like last week, I felt a bit, gloomy and
yeah.
tired, and also because Monday was our pre-recorded show, we weren't here.
Yeah, that's
So I
right.
felt like last week I was super tired, but now this week I'm super energized because of the weather.
Good. So you're energized,
Yes.
rejuvenated.
Yes, I am. And
Did you get a good night's sleep?
Yes, I always do. Last night I slept around 11:30, and I woke up today at 8.
Oh, me too. I went to bed at around 11:30 last night as well, but I got up hour earlier than you.
I sleep a lot. Is that your normal sleep schedule?
Yeah, around 11:30 or midnight, and I wake up at around 7. So yeah, it's usual. I
Early
try to get
riser.
at least 7 hours sleep every day. Yeah,
I try to
every
get
night.
at least 8 hours. And if I can, then I'll sleep in until maybe 8:45.
We need it, right? Because if I don't sleep enough, I end up sleeping during the day, taking a nap, and I don't like that.
You don't like taking naps?
No, I feel
love
guilty.
taking naps. I love it. Just going and for like 30
Yeah.
minutes, and you feel so much better too.
But like after lunch, and you take a short nap, and you feel so bloated. Like
yeah, that's true too. You should not
Yeah.
sleep right after eating a meal. Yes, well, now that we know how much we sleep, let's get into today's talk
Topic.
for Cultural Kaleidoscope.
Yes, I can't wait to talk about all the fascinating traditions different cultures have to welcome the season,
Yes,
spring.
we're going to talk about spring traditions around the world.
That's right. It's just such a lovely season. It has become one of my favorites. I like spring and autumn.
Oh, me too. My favorite used to be autumn and winter, but now that I got older from this year, I don't like winter anymore.
Oh, I used to love summer, but I can't endure the heat these days.
I can never endure the heat. No.
Yeah, but spring is just perfect time. But only thing is that it's too short.
Yes,
It's getting shorter and shorter.
I want to go to a place where there's spring all year round. But I don't know if there is a place like that.
I wonder.
Like perfect, like 60 to 70s weather, Fahrenheit.
There's only one good thing about short spring and short autumn.
Oh, what
There
is
is
it?
one thing good about it is that you don't need to shop for spring clothes and winter and autumn clothes, and you save money.
That is true. Usually for my summer wear too, I'm wearing a t-shirt for the summer, and then in the winter I just put a cardigan over that t-shirt.
You don't need that like spring jacket, spring
Yeah.
cardigan.
That is true. So yes, spring is such a symbolic time of renewal, new beginnings, and celebration with all like the blooming of the flowers.
Wonderful.
And different cultures have unique ways of embracing the season, and I'm sure you've experienced different spring traditions while traveling and living abroad. Is there one country in particular you'd love to visit in springtime?
There is. I'd love to visit the Netherlands and see Keukenhof, known as one of the most famous tulip gardens in the world.
Wow.
And of course, the Netherlands has a Bloemencorso, a massive flower parade that marks the arrival of spring. It will be amazing to see entire floats covered in flowers. I love tulips.
That sounds
Oh.
incredible. And we do have a picture here on our YouTube live stream. As you can see, it's just full of color there. There's bits of red, orange, yellow, pink, and with the greenery from the stems of the flowers. That is so beautiful. And it
Amazing.
sounds incredible.
Oh, yeah, I wish I could go there.
And I feel like
In the
flowers
future.
are such a big part of spring celebrations in many places.
Oh, yeah. Is there any spring flower that you like in particular?
I think the only one that I'm really familiar with is the 벚꽃.
벚꽃, yeah, cherry
Because
blossom.
we also have a big, huge cherry blossom festival in DC, in Washington, DC, where I'm from. So to have come to Korea, where there's also so many cherry blossoms, it was like I wasn't leaving home.
During this cherry blossom season, I even like driving.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
There's a beautiful little drive up at Dalmaji with all like the 벚꽃 there. Or even when you go up the mountain over by Gwanganli, there's also, I heard, I didn't see it.
Namcheondong.
Yes.
There's like beautiful cherry blossom road. Yeah.
Yes, but there,
I can't wait.
It's just around the corner.
Yeah.
So now let's dive into some of the most unique spring traditions around the world.
Okay, we have to start with one of the most famous spring traditions, Hanami in Japan. It's a practice of gathering under cherry blossom trees to enjoy their beauty.
Right, and that sounds familiar and similar to Korea's cherry blossom
that's what we
season.
do as well, right? It's not just about looking at flowers, it's a social event. Friends, families, and even coworkers have picnics under the blossoming trees, often with food and drinks. I mean, in Korea, we often have a picnics, right? These days.
That sounds...
Not these days, but very soon.
It sounds lovely. And yes, I always would go see the cherry blossoms with my friends. I haven't gone with my husband, though, now that I think about it. I think we just drove by the ones in Dalmaji.
I mean, even like exercising, like the cherry blossom seasons makes everything much more enjoyable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
You have one reason to go out.
And speaking of cherry blossoms, I heard that they do have a deep symbolic meaning in Japan.
Oh, yeah. They represent the fleeting nature of life since they bloom so beautifully, but only for a short time. After a rainstorm, then it's gone.
Yeah.
So sad.
I love that. It's like a reminder to appreciate the moment. And one thing that I do really like about 벚꽃 season and cherry blossom season is that they would always say a long time ago, if you catch a petal, then your true love will...
Come true.
Yeah, come true. Or that you'll get a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Romantic. How romantic.
So I remember I would always, before moving to Busan, I was in Seoul, and there was like this little river. So when they're surrounded by cherry blossoms, I would just walk there like, oh, I need a flower. I need a petal to drop on my hand.
You must be MBTI F.
I am.
Oh, I'm super T. So
Oh, very different.
I've never done it, but yeah.
Very
I know
good.
what you're talking about. And speaking of celebrations, we shouldn't forget Holi, the famous festival of colors in India. Holi marks the arrival of spring and symbolizes the victory of good over evil. Holi High. Yeah.
Yes, the Holi festival is very well known, and I really like it where people throw brightly colored powders at each other, dance, and celebrate with music and sweets, and it looks like so much fun.
So colorful. Yeah, and exciting. Have you ever participated in one?
I have not personally participated in one. However, in America, there is something that's copied the idea of the
Holi
Holi,
High, yeah.
Festival, which is it's something called the Color Run. It's like a little 5K or 10K run that we can do.
Yeah.
And they also have like different colored powders that you can throw at each other. I did that back in America when I was still there, which is probably 2010.
2000.
2010. That was like, wow, a long time ago. And also there's another picture on our YouTube live stream for the people. You can see all the different colored powders that people are throwing at each other. It's very beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's amazing how color played such an important role in spring celebrations. I mean, I cannot imagine that in wintertime.
Right.
Yeah.
When we think of spring, we think of colors with all the different colors of the
Colors.
flowers and everything just coming back to life after it being a bit, brown from the winter.
Yeah, that's right. Moving on, here's a unique one. Smigus Dingus in Poland is known as Wet Monday.
What? Monday?
Yeah.
Is it always raining on this day? And I really like the name. Smigus Dingus.
Yeah. So, sounds like food, some dish, right?
Smigus.
Yeah.
What happens on this
Yeah.
day, Wet Monday?
On the Monday after Easter, people throw water on each other.
Oh.
Traditionally, boys would splash water on girls they fancy, they liked. But now it's just a playful water fight for everyone.
That sounds like a lot of fun, but very unexpected way to celebrate the spring.
Yeah.
I bet it's a bit cold in Poland at that time, though.
Oh, yeah, probably. But it's meant to be refreshing and bring good luck.
Wow.
And when you're young, you don't really feel you have so much heat in
Yeah,
your
that's
body.
Wow, and there's
I
another
see
picture here on our YouTube live stream with people wearing traditional clothing, also with their pails and buckets of water splashing at each other. That sounds like a lot of
Our
fun.
PD-님 is so good at finding these pictures
Yeah,
so
in real
quickly.
Time. Just go. Wow. So with that, why don't we take a little short break?
Sure.
But stay with us, everyone. When we come back, we'll explore even more fascinating spring traditions from around the world. So here's the song The Message by Grandmaster Flash.
It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My brother's doing fast on my mother's TV. Says she watches too much, it's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight. The bill collectors, they ring my phone and scare my wife when I'm not home. Got a bum education, double-digit inflation. Can't take the train to the job, there's a strike at the station. Neon King Kong standing on my back, can't stop to turn around. Broke my sacroiliac, a mid-range migraine, cancer membrane. Sometimes I think I'm going insane, I swear I might hijack a plane. Don't push me, call, I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God is smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you'll go through. You'll grow in the ghetto, living second rate, and your eyes will sing a song of deep hate. The places you play and where you stay looks like one great big alleyway. You'll admire all the number book takers, thugs, pimps, and pushers, and the big money makers. Driving big cars, spending 20s and 10s, and you wanna grow up to be just like them. Smugglers, scramblers, burglars, gamblers, pickpocket peddlers, even panhandlers. You say I'm cool, I'm no fool, but then you wind up dropping out of high school. Now you're unemployed, all non-void, walking around like your pretty boy Floyd. Turned stick-up kid, but look what you done did. Got sent up for an 8-year bid. Now your manhood is took and you're a make tag. Spend the next 2 years as an undercover fag, being used and abused to serve like hell. Till one day you was found hung dead in the cell. But now your eyes sing the sad, sad song of how you live so fast and die so young. So don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Welcome back, everyone. You just listened to The Message by Grandmaster Flash. And right now, you're listening to Midday Mate, and we're in the middle of our cultural kaleidoscope segment with Jennifer, where we're talking about spring traditions around the world. And we've talked about the cherry blossoms in Japan, and we've also talked about the Holi festival also. And we also talked about a little bit about a wet Monday. Smigus Dingus in Poland. So now, where are we heading to?
Okay, so let's go to another destination. Have you heard of Nowruz, the Persian New Year?
No, I actually have never heard of this before.
I think most people are unfamiliar with this. It's celebrated on the spring equinox, Chunbun, and has been around for over 3,000 years. Families set up a special table called the Heftsin with 7 symbolic items representing renewal and prosperity.
That's very interesting.
And what surprised me the most is that jumping over fire is also part of the celebrations. I don't know if I pronounced this right. Charashan Disuri is a fire jumping ritual where people leap over flames to cleanse away the past year's negativity and welcome a fresh start.
Wow, that sounds interesting, but again, a bit dangerous with the fire.
Oh, yeah. They say that burn accidents actually happen every year. A lot of people get burned, especially when their clothes catch on fire. So it can be quite dangerous.
Quite dangerous. And I just looked up there. You said that there were 7 items on the table, correct?
Yeah.
So I looked it up a little bit here. It's called Have Seen translates to the 7 S's. And they have things of called sabse, which is sprouted wheat barley, mung bean, or lentil sprouts. And it symbolizes birth or rebirth and growth. Another one, I'll just look at 2 more. They call seeb, which is apples. And apples symbolizes beauty and health. And another one would be here, sumak, which then symbolizes the sunrise and the new beginnings.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
So here there's a table on there's a picture on our YouTube live stream of the table of the 7 S's.
Oh, unique. Yeah.
Yes.
So spring, I know we cannot forget about Korea.
Oh, yes.
Spring in Korea is absolutely beautiful, especially with the Jinhae Cherry Blossom Festival.
Yes.
Yeah. As we said earlier, Korea has a similar cherry blossom tradition to Japan's Hanami, where people gather under the trees to enjoy the blossoms.
Yes, and let's not forget spring greens and other delicious dishes around that time.
Yummy, yummy.
We just talked about last week for Listomania, which was our 봄나물, which is spring vegetables like shepherd's purse and mugwort like suk as a way to refresh and detox after the winter. And since you weren't here that day, what is your favorite 봄나물?
Oh, my favorite is bracken, 고사리. I love 고사리 나물. And by the way, I like the name of 봄나물 here at the shepherd's purse. I think it's 냉이.
Yes.
Oh, but the English name is so cute too.
Yes, a shepherd's purse, the little purse that you carry around.
I love how people connect food with the changing seasons. It makes everything tastier and more meaningful.
Yes, and you said that your favorite was 고사리, but you know, actually, that's one of the spring or 봄나물s I don't like.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, how could you?
How could I? For me, especially for like bibimbap, I always take out the 고사리.
Oh, really? Do you like 삼겹살 with 미나리?
Yes.
Oh, that
And
you
I-
like, right? Oh, the mina리 flavor.
Yes, I do like the minari flavor, and I did see like some other samgyeopsal places also give you 고사리 and minari.
They grill 고사리 and mi나리 together.
I don't eat it. I just take out and eat the minari.
Well, you should try it again. Give it another chance.
Okay, I will try it again then.
And one more fascinating spring tradition comes around Guatemala, a giant kite festival. It's a tradition where people fly massive hand-painted kites as a way to honor ancestors and celebrate renewal. It's been a long time since I saw a kite in Korea.
Really?
Yeah, a big kite.
Oh, I've
The big
never
one.
seen like a big kite, but there's always that person at Hill on the Beach with all the kites.
the small ones. Yeah.
Yes, I always see that one, and he has like this really long one that he does in the spring or summer too.
He's still there?
Yeah,
All right.
always there every summer and spring. But yes, for the Guatemalas, this festival, their kites are huge. I remember I saw some pictures of them as well, and they're beautifully decorated.
Yeah, it's almost like competition. Who can make it big and who can make it more colorful and beautiful. It can be several meters. Oh, look at that.
Yes, there's a picture on our YouTube live stream again of a huge kite in the shape of an owl.
Impressive. It can be several meters wide and then it's an incredible sight. I love how different cultures use symbols like flowers, fire, water, and even kites to welcome spring.
Yes, and they do look really beautiful. There's so many different types also. There's other shapes of different, just circles with different patterns of different colors. I see one with a big dragon and even some people also. Oh. So it's not your like regular rhombus kites
No.
that you think about. We're thinking huge here. Okay, Guatemala goes big for this festival.
I'd love to see it in person.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much. I love how we are always able to go to different countries around the world. It's like we do a little bit of time travel.
Yeah, it's so inspiring for me as well to see how people around the world embrace the change of seasons with joy and tradition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listeners, do you have a favorite spring tradition? Let us know. Or maybe you've learned a new spring tradition today thanks to Jennifer.
Thank you. What is your spring symbol? What comes to your mind?
A spring symbol?
Uh-huh.
I mean, long time ago it would be a bunny because that's how
Easter.
we would do it with Easter.
Easter eggs.
Yes, I think Easter eggs and bunnies a long time ago.
Yeah.
But right now I'm not quite sure. I would just think of a flower or a sun.
Yeah, cherry blossom.
What about you?
Me too. Cherry blossom. Cherry blossom. And the air is different.
Yes, it's crisp and
when you open the window, you
clean.
can feel the difference. Yeah.
yes. I can't wait to open up my windows again.
But fine dust, yellow dust, don't come near us.
Yes, stay away.
You're not welcome.
Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for this wonderful time where we're able to
you.
learn about different spring traditions and cultures and festivals. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you
next week.
Next week.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye. And everyone, that is the end of our first hour. And now here's a song titled Come On by Alan Berry. Don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back at 1 p.m.
cause a fire.
Let's all take part in preventing fire and have warm and safe winter this year.
Tune into BEFM 부산영어방송 for an emergency broadcast.
This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
김밥가게 박 사장님도 문구점 김 사장님도 우리 부산의 경제를 움직이는 사람들. 우리 동네 작은 가게로 향하는 발걸음이 우리 부산의 경제를 키워가는 한 걸음입니다. 부산 방송광고 발전 협의회.
The time is now 1 o'clock.
Here's the thing about a heartbreak. It will happen all your life. In the morning on your wedding day, in a tearful last goodbye, it might find you at the station, sit beside you on the train, kiss you softly with intention, leave you breathless from the pain. When a heart breaks down, when a heart breaks down, won't you stand your ground and start again? When a heart breaks down, when a heart breaks down, will you find your way somehow to love again? Lately she's been up till sunrise, sleep is lost and can't be found. It's not the water on the nightstand, it's not the book she can't put down, it's the echo of some bad news and the doctor's whispering. It's the memory of a warm embrace and the breath she's holding in. When a heart breaks down, when a heart breaks down, won't you stand your ground and start again? When a heart breaks down, down, will you find your way somehow to love again? When a heart breaks down, when a heart breaks down, there's beauty in the blessed heartbreak. There is life after the flood. No one here has suffered through it without courage in their blood. Here's the thing about forgiveness, she's the child of love and hate, and recognizing that you need her so will bring peace along the way. When a heart breaks down, when a heart breaks down, won't you stand your ground and start again? When a heart breaks down, when a heart breaks down, will you find your somehow to love again? When a heart breaks down, when a heart
Welcome back, mates. You just heard Heartbreak Down by Simmel. The stage name is spelled S-Y-M-L and is pronounced Simmel, which translates to simple in Welsh. Simmel is the stage name for Brian Fennell, a Welsh-born solo artist who blends piano, guitar, and synth into his music. Brian was adopted and raised outside of Seattle, Washington. His experiences with adoption and his Welsh heritage influenced his songwriting. Fennell said the name acts as a reminder for him to live life simply. Brian explained that, quote, "No one is immune to heartbreak, and it happens when we are young and old." End quote. The lyrics encapsulate the many different types of grief over love, listing them in the verses, where he says, "It might find you at the station, sit beside you on the train." Hello, everyone. We are live in the studio in Busan on this Monday afternoon. Welcome to Midday Mate. You're listening to us on BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas. And I'm your host, Kimberly. And now it is time for hour number 2. We'll start off with today's quotes, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day, followed by bite-sized banter, where we have daily fun conversation with a theme with Andrew. After that, we'll have Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And then we'll end the show with Change Up, where we introduce one sentence by changing it into various sentences with the same meaning. And our question of the day and text topic is, how many hours do you usually sleep a day? How many hours do you usually sleep a day? 하루에 몇 시간 정도 주무시나요? We have a message here from Driftmonkey님. Hello, hello, Driftmonkey님. These days, I've been getting 6 to 7 hours of sleep, usually from 11:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. Well, I feel really guilty now because we have the same time that we go to sleep around 11:30, but you wake up a whole 2 hours earlier than me. Ooh, Driftmonkey, lots of dedication there. Benny Neem saying, on weekdays, I sleep around 5 to 6 hours, usually going to bed at 10 or 11 p.m. Manila time, and waking up around 4 a.m. Benny Neem, what are you doing waking up at 4 a.m.? That is super early. That's before the sun even rises. That's when it's still dark outside. And Benny Neem continues saying, on weekends, I wake up later around 6 or 7 a.m., while my bedtime remains the same at 10 or 11 p.m. Manila time. Wow. The waking up later for you, Benny Neem, at 6 or 7 a.m. is still earlier than when I wake up on a usual basis. I think I should think back and try to wake up a little bit earlier now and do some more with my life. Juliet Neem saying, I usually go to bed around midnight and wake up around 6:30, the time my son gets up to prepare going to school. It automatically depends on my son's routine, and on the weekend, I also have tasks, so I have to get up at least at 8 a.m. For the time being, maybe I don't have much leisure time, though. It's okay. Wow, Juliet Neem, lots of responsibility also with you for taking care of your son and waking up so early and going to sleep so late at midnight as well. So Julia Nim gets around 6 hours and 30 minutes of sleep. Wow. I need to really look back at my 9 hours of sleep a night. For others who haven't answered yet, go ahead and send in your answers. Text in pound 9050 or shop 9050 and it'll only cost you 101. Or you can also reach us through Kakao Talk. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in Korean. Add us and send in your messages for free. And we also do have our smartphone app. Search BEFM or 부산영어방송 in any of the app stores. You can listen to our programs and leave us comments after logging in. And after reading Benny Neem's message, Benny Neem just said, that is why you can call me Miracle Morning. Or that's how you called Miracle Morning. That's Benny Neem. Are you able to, function throughout the day with such little sleep? If it was me, I don't think I would be able to do anything. I don't even drink coffee. I wouldn't want to drink coffee. I think I would just have chocolate next to me all day, eating chocolate to have that, sugar rush. Because 4 hours of sleep, that is way too little. And now we'll be right back with today's quote. After the song, here is Fool, If You Think It's Over by Chris Rea.
Dying flame, you're free again. Who could love and do that to you? All dressed in black, you won't be coming back. Well, save your tears. Years and years, the pains of 17s, unreal, they're only dreams. Save your crying for the day. Fool if you think it's over, 'cause you said goodbye. Over, I'll tell you why. Newborn eyes always cry with pain at the first look at the morning sun. Fool if you think it's over, it's just begun. Miss Teenage Dream, such a tragic scene. He knocked your crown and ran away. First wound of pride, and how you cried and cried. Well, save your tears. You got years and years.
And welcome back. You just listened to Full If You Think It's Over by Chris Rea. And now it is time for today's quote, where we introduce meaningful quotes to motivate you each and every day. And for today's quote, it is from Susan Gale. It says, sometimes you just have to make peace with your past. Sometimes you just have to make peace with your past. 가끔 과거와 화해해야 할 때가 있습니다. Have you made peace with your past? Why do some of us spend so much time punishing ourselves for events that have long passed us by? Until we make peace with our past and step fully into the present, we will continue to suffer the pangs of regret over things that no longer serve us. Of course, it is not easy or simple to just discard past hurts and dance into the sunset with a big smile on our face, but we must do the necessary work to help us heal. Time is a great healer, and seeking professional help, turning back to our faith for comfort, and trying other positive self-help approaches can get us back on track for rekindling the inner joy we seek. The past is a great repository of experiences that can teach us about ways to navigate in the present. But it is just one measure. We need to delve deep and find new and innovative ways to help us grow. So stop carrying the burdens of the past or madness of the future and just stay present in our present day. So with our quote, making peace with the past doesn't mean forgetting or pretending certain events just didn't happen. It means accepting them as a part of our story without letting them control us. We all have moments we wish we could rewrite, times we made mistakes, felt hurt, or even faced disappointment. But no amount of regret can change what has already happened. However, what we can change is how we carry those memories. Instead of letting them weigh us down, we can choose to see them as lessons that shaped us into who we are today. So there is a movie where the Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where they go and erase their past hurt of their relationship. We're unable to do that, right? So I'm not saying with this quote to try to just forget everything and erase it from your memory, but instead make peace with it and then grow from it. For me, there have been moments when I held on to regret for far too long, replaying situations in my head and wishing I had done things differently. But over time, I realized that dwelling on the past only kept me stuck there. The real growth happened when I allowed myself to learn, forgive, and move forward. And this isn't just to forgive the person from the past, but also to forgive myself as a human being too. We don't have to have everything figured out right away, but each small step towards self-acceptance brings us closer to inner peace. And I here have inner peace, and it always reminds me of Jin Lee name on our YouTube live chats because her name is Jin Lee Inner Peace, right? So again, let's not let yesterday's burdens steal today's happiness. So again, our quote today is from Susan Gale, where it says, "Sometimes you just have to make peace with your past. 가끔 과거와 화해해야 할 때가 있습니다." To make peace with your past. And that was today's quote. And now let's take a song break. Here is Bed of Lies by Alice Chater.
How many times can I forgive you when you do the things you do? How many nights can I be crying, feel like dying over you? Over you. Only once, that's okay. Wish I could know for sure you're gonna change. It's too late for you to say that you're sorry, 'cause it don't mean anything. Oh, you better run. You made your bed of lies. You better run. You made your bed of lies. You're gonna feel it. If you don't do me right, I'll get the knife. You better hide. You're gonna feel it. If you don't do me right, you pay the price. So sleep tight in your bed of lies. Another fight, another night where you just play me for a fool. And if you think you'll get away with it again, the joke's on you. On you. You got me dangerous in love, dangerous in love, dangerous in love with you. You got me dangerous in love, dangerous in love, dangerous in love with you. Oh, you better
And welcome back, listeners. You're listening to Midday Mate, and now it is time for our Monday segment of Bite-Sized Banter.
Monday Fun Day.
Yes, hello.
I skipped Sunday Fun Day, so it's Monday Fun Day.
Monday Fun Day with Andrew.
How are things?
Good, good. I had a nice and restful weekend.
Okay.
And how about you?
No lasagna?
Oh, I didn't make lasagna this past weekend.
The disappointment on my face.
Did you make lasagna?
I did not. I did not. No. But that would have been something that would, if we would have brought it in. That would have been funny. It was good. It was good. I really find I'm not someone who gets, seasonal depression. And I feel really bad for the people that do because I kind of, it's one of those things I don't understand as much. But I can, at this time of year when the season's changing, I can kind of understand how people in those long, like the dark days of the winter, how people can, feel like a blooming flower, I guess, when spring is here. And I feel that way as well when the weather's getting warmer. I'm just like, yes, when I don't need to have 5 layers on when I go out at nighttime is a good thing for me.
The rain is kind of gloomy, though, these days.
Yeah, but it's okay.
It's better than the freezing cold.
Yeah, I'll deal with that. It's okay.
So what are we talking about today, Andrew?
All right. So this is something that is for everybody in the sense of maybe you had one of these when you were younger. Maybe you have something like this today. I remember you said something along the lines that we were talking about, what was it? Old things coming back again.
Yes.
All right. And I think maybe you had something with this. All right. So a question for our listeners today is, what's the most unusual collection you've ever started?
Unusual collection.
Yeah. So this could be, a lot of people would say like a stamp collection. It's not really unusual.
Yeah.
Or there is these, it could be dolls. The ones that people don't even take out of the box and just put on the shelf. Those people. All right. Or toys. But think of some unusual things. And I always think back to childhood because we had, you could just collect the randomest things.
Okay.
Right? So, yeah. So I'm curious, what is, maybe for you or for our listeners?
So everyone, what's the most unusual collection you've ever started? 가장 특이한 수집은 무엇인가요? And I've had a lot of collections growing up, but they weren't really considered unusual. But I will try to make it a twist to make them sound unusual.
Okay.
Just to fit in our question for today.
I like it.
But you go first, as always.
I'm gonna start with one that this is one that I learned after meeting my wife, and it's the one that my father-in-law. So this is for you. This is it is rock collecting. All right,
rock collecting.
So in Korean, it's susok. All right, but it's not just collecting a rock. It's the process of it where you collect it, and then they create a little wooden stand where the rock sits on that almost looks like something you'd see in a Zen garden or something like that. But the base of, or where the rock sits in, it's the perfect shape of the bottom of the rock. It's really intricate. He has some very small ones, and then he has some that are probably 20 pounds.
What?
Or at least 10 kilos. They're pretty big. And it was unusual for me, but it was pretty cool.
Wow.
So shout out to my father-in-law for that. Susok. Something to look into. It's pretty cool.
Interesting.
It's something that I'd like to get into. But for me, my collection when I was a kid, and it's the only one I can remember other than having toys, wanting, the G.I. Joes or whatever they were, right? Is keys.
Keys.
Yeah, so if anybody out there, you're missing a key, maybe it's on the giant key ring I have.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even heard of the word key in so long because in Korea we just don't use keys.
Very true.
Yeah, and
Very
I also don't have a car, so I don't have a car key.
There you go.
Wow.
So these keys could be anything from, when you go on vacation and you get somebody goes on vacation, come back my friend went on vacation and all I got was this magnet and you put it on the fridge, those kind of things. Well, at all those stores, you can also buy keys. But that wasn't what I was interested in. you know how you'll see things on the ground? Or where I lived, there's a lot of like dirt areas and stuff like that. You can find old keys on the ground sometimes.
Oh.
And I would collect them. And I don't know how many I had. I had a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Like 30?
More than that.
No,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Or then also like colored ones that were like novelty keys and things like that. I had them on it. And I remember this is maybe after my first year moving to Korea, and I went home and I had found it.
Oh.
But I don't know where it is now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Keys.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun, though, actually. I got reminded of all these different things that I collected. So also when I was younger, in my neighborhood, there would be a lot of acorns.
Okay.
And we would collect acorns because, not to keep, but my brother and I, like, it's our whole neighborhood. They would all collect acorns and we would throw it at each other.
Yeah, sure.
And that was
Acorn
just
fights.
fun.
Fantastic.
So, listeners, what's the most unusual collection you've started? And let us know. It doesn't have to be as bizarre as mine or as weird as Andrew's
But
keys.
do you know I remember my mom when I was younger had like a spoon collection.
My mom did too.
Oh yeah. Maybe that was just a thing people had, right? But I'm sure if we still had that and I found it, they'd probably be worth money.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember she had one. It was like the counties, all the counties in Ireland, and it had like the crest of it. You know, so like my family name's Murphy, so it's very Irish. So like there was that, and like other like famous family names, and then there was something they had from England and other places as well. So yeah, I remember it was on the wall. And I remember I was like, can I use this spoon? And Mom was like, you touch those spoons, you'll come back without a hand.
My mom would put it in like this glass container.
Definitely.
And I remember also my mom would collect coins.
Yeah?
And that's when the United States started coming out with quarters from each state. So we would have that huge map, and each state had its like little particular place for its quarter, and that's what we would do too.
Yeah, we had, I mean, obviously in Canada, we don't have as many, we have provinces, but we had that. But then there was also, you know, different commemorative ones for different events and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, gotta get this. And like, no, this is just, they want your money for this. Come on now.
Oh man, we just went on a huge tangent when I was trying to close the segment.
No, it's great.
I loved it also. Again, listeners, what's the most unusual collection you've ever started? Go ahead and share with us. And Andrew, thank you so much again for today's segment.
Have a good one.
See you tomorrow. And that was our bite-sized banter segment with Andrew. And again, our question was, what's the most unusual collection you've ever started? So with my mom also, we were just talking about how she collected quarters a long time ago, but she also collected bills, like dollar bills. She also gave me like really, really old Korean money where I had a really old 10,000원 and 5,000원 and 1,000원 from a long time ago. Remember like when the 1,000원s were not blue, but they were purple, I believe. And I have one at home. And she also collects lots of different types of coins in America, where we had like old like 500 cents 50-cent coins and just of silver and things of that sort. And I remember that she went to a pawn shop one time to sell them, and she got a lot of money from her old collection too. So, you know, an old collection may be unusual, maybe a bit, you know, financially good later on. 줄리아님 saying 요즘 학생들은 키링 많이 모으더라고요. 가방에 주렁주렁 달고 다녀요. I know a lot of my students also, their backpack is so noisy these days because they have so many different keychains now. They have like big plushies and different types of things, and I think it's really, really cute because I feel like that's just like something from our childhood that can never be forgotten, right? Yes. And again, if you haven't answered yet and shared anything, don't worry. You can always share them during our song break, and then maybe I can share them after the song break, or I'll just have fun reading by themselves. So now let's take a song break. Here is Slow Dancing in a Burning Room by John Mayer.
It's not a silly little moment. It's not the storm before the calm. This is the deep and dying breath of this love that we've been working on. Can't seem to hold you like I want to, so I can feel you in my arms. Nobody's gonna come and save you. We pulled too many false alarms. We're going down, and you can see it too. We're going down, and you know that we're doomed. My dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. I was the one you always dreamed of. You were the one I tried to draw. How dare you say it's nothing to me? Baby, you're the only light I ever saw. I make the most of all the sadness. You'll be a because you can. You try to hit me just to hurt me, so you leave me feeling dirty, cause you can't understand. We're going down, and you can see it too. We're going down, and you know that we're doomed. My dear, we're slow dancing in the burning room. Go cry about it, why don't you? Go cry about it, why don't you? Go cry about it, why don't you? My dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. Don't you think we ought to know by now? Don't you think we should learn somehow? Don't you think we ought to know by now? Don't you think we should have learned somehow? Don't you think we ought to know by now? Don't you think we should have learned?
That was Slow Dancing in a Burning Room by John Mayer. And now it is time for Don't Make a Scene, where we introduce useful English expressions after listening to a short clip. And this week, we are going to listen to a scene from the movie Wicked. Wicked Part 1 was released in South Korea in November of 2024. And the movie tells the story of how Elphaba, the future Wicked Witch of the West, and Galinda, the Good Witch, first met as schoolmates in Oz. Their unlikely friendship is tested as Elphaba's magical powers and her signature green skin set her apart from the rest. And this part of the clip is when everyone arrives at Shiz University and Galinda and Elphaba's first interaction. So without further ado, let's take a quick listen to our clip.
What? What are you staring at? Do I have something in my teeth?
No, it's just... You're green.
I am. Fine. Let's get this over with. No, I am not seasick. No, I did not eat grass as a child. And yes, I've always been green.
Well, I, for one, am so sorry. that you have been forced to live with this.
Is that so?
Yes. And it is my intention to major in sorcery. So if at some point you wanted to address the problem, perhaps I could help.
She's so good.
We love you.
And that was our clip from the movie Wicked. And again, this is when all the students at the university first meet Alphaba because they're all just gathering for the first day of school. And they're all very shocked by her green skin. So now, here she says, What are you staring at? What are you staring at? As she enters the new environment, she immediately senses people staring at her because of her green skin. Feeling defensive, she challenges their gawking by saying, What are you staring at? This line reflects her awareness of being different and her frustration with how others react to her appearance. So let's break down this phrase, what are you staring at? This phrase is used when someone notices others looking at them for an extended period. So it's not just you're looking at them and then you look away, but you're like staring. Someone keeps looking at you. It can be said in different tones. You can say it playfully, like, what are you staring at? Or curiously, like, hey, what are you staring at over there? Or defensively, hey, what are you staring at? Depending on the situation, again, it could be playful, curious, or defensive. It expresses discomfort, frustration, or even sometimes confidence in response to unwanted attention. So how can we and why do we relate to this phrase? We've all had moments where we felt a bit self-conscious because someone was staring at us, whether for the way we look, what we were wearing, or what we were doing. This phrase captures that awkward or defensive feeling when we want people to stop staring and just move on. Stop looking at me, right? It's a natural reaction when we feel out of place, similar to how Alphaba feels in this exact moment. So, examples of when we can use it. For social situations, you can say, hey, why are you staring at me? Do I have something on my face? And this is very similar to what Alphaba said. She said, What are you staring at? Do I have something in my teeth? Because she was trying to, get away from the fact that people were staring at her because of her green skin. But she was just trying to say it in a different way. Do I have something in my teeth? Is that why you keep looking at me? Or when we're feeling a bit self-conscious. I walked into the wrong classroom and everyone turned to look at me. I wanted to say, what are you staring at? But I just found my seat instead. So when we're feeling a bit self-conscious, everyone looks at us. We're like, what are you staring at? Why are you looking at me? Or in a playful tone. This is not the playful tone that we see in this movie though, right? I caught my friend staring at my outfit, so I jokingly said, hey, what are you staring at? You like my new look? You like my new outfit? What are you staring at? So let's look at and listen to the clip one more time.
What are you staring at?
What are you staring at? That's not a very playful way, but it's more so of a curious and a defensive way. What are you staring at? We have here people on our YouTube live stream, Po님 saying, 뭘 보냐? In a very not so nice tone, like, 뭘 보냐? Right, to end the question with a 냐. It sounds very not nice. But this sentence or this question also is not in a very nice way either. You're not going to say something like, 뭘 보세요? 왜 보세요? Right? 뭘 보냐? Or you can say 뭘 때려봐 was what Juliet Neem says. What are you staring at? 뭘 봐? Yes. That is something that is similar to what are you staring at? Or why are you looking at me? Here, Alphaba's words capture the uncomfortable feeling of being the center of attention for the wrong reasons. Whether said with confidence or frustration, this phrase is a quick way to address unwanted stares. So next time you catch someone looking at you for a little too long, you might just hear Alphaba's voice in your head saying, what are you staring at? You can say that to someone, but again, it's not like the nicest thing to say. What are you staring at? But if you want to say something with another tone, you can say, hey, what are you staring at? What are you looking at? So that is our expression for today. What are you staring at? So now let's listen to another song. Here is Special by Absent Mind.
Reminiscing all morning, wishing I could go backwards. I've been thinking about calling, picking up on our last words. Got a lot we could fall back to. Hey, blame it on the rum cola. Wish I would've stayed all night. Even now that I'm sober, been feeling what I felt 10 times too. Wish I never tried to play it cool. But all that I remember is a face I can't forget. Was missing you the second you left. Yeah, that's when I knew that you were special. The second you walked out of the room. Now all I'm left with are the echoes. I'm praying they lead me back to you. To you. You lit a spark up in my heart. I watched you leave and fell apart. And that's when I knew you're somebody I don't wanna lose. That's when I knew that you were special. Tell me that I ain't lost it. Come and give me that green light. Thanks for making me want it. But feeling what I felt 10 times too. Wish I never tried to play it cooler. But all that I remember is a face I can't forget. Was missing you the second you left. Yeah, that's when I knew that you were special. The second you walked out of the room. Now all I'm left with are the echoes. I'm praying they lead me back to you. To you. You lit a spark up in my heart. I watched you leave and fell apart. And that's when I knew you're somebody I don't wanna lose. That's when I knew that you were special. That's when I knew that you were special. That's when I knew that you were
Welcome back. You just listened to Special by Absent Mind. And now it is time for Change Up, where we introduce one sentence by changing it into various sentences with the same meaning. And our Change Up sentence for today is, thank you for the delicious food. Thank you for the delicious food. Or in like Korean, we always say after we eat, what do we say? 잘 먹었습니다. 잘 먹었습니다. But if we were to say that in a literal sense and translate it into English, we would just say, oh, I ate well. 잘 먹었습니다. I ate well. So, what are some different ways that we can say 잘 먹었습니다 or thank you for the delicious food? The first way that we would change this up is I appreciate the delicious food you provided. I appreciate the delicious food you provided. This changes thank you into I appreciate, which sounds a bit more formal and emphasizes gratitude in a slightly more thoughtful way. The phrase you provided highlights the giver's efforts rather than just the food itself, making you sound a bit more considerate because not just thank you for the food, but thank you for the food you provided. Or a different way that we can say this, and a way different way is, you're an amazing cook. You're an amazing cook. This shifts the focus from thanking someone for the food to directly complimenting their cooking skills. It makes the tone more personal and enthusiastic, emphasizing admiration rather than just gratitude. So, of course, when someone gives us food and provides it for us, of course, we're going to say thank you. But to express more gratitude in how they cooked and their food, you can say, you're an amazing cook. Or a different way we can change it up is, this is the best I've ever had. So say that they cooked chicken. You can say, this is the best chicken I've ever had. Or if they made spaghetti, you can say, this is the best spaghetti I've ever had. Instead of a general thank you, this sentence adds excitement and specificity, making the compliment feel stronger. The phrase I've ever had creates a sense of high praise, making the statement more powerful. Especially if it's something that we're eating like chicken, right? We've had chicken many times at many places, but if you say, this is the best chicken I've ever had, that means their chicken beats all of the chicken that we've had so far in our life. Next one is, every bite was perfect. So if someone says, hey, how was your meal? Did you enjoy it? You can say, every bite was perfect. This change moves away from thanking and instead describes the eating experience, making the compliment more vivid. It adds a sense of emphasis and enthusiasm, making it sound more expressive and heartfelt. Every bite was perfect. So a different way is, thank you for the wonderful meal. Thank you for the wonderful meal. Wonderful meal here broadens the compliment from just the taste of the food to the overall dining experience. This makes the tone slightly warmer and more appreciative of the effort put into the entire meal. Thank you for the wonderful meal. 잘 먹었습니다. Or two last ways. Second to last is, my compliments to the chef. My compliments to the chef. This version removes direct gratitude and instead uses formal phrase that sounds elegant and refined. It creates a tone of admiration and respect often used in restaurants or special occasions. So say that it was to your mom, right? You can still say my compliments to the chef, right? Even though mom's not really a chef as a career, at home, mom would be the chef, right? So you can say, my compliments to the chef, meaning, mwah, great work, chef. And the last one for change up is, do you have the recipe for this? So if someone asks you, how was your meal? Did you enjoy it? You can say, do you have the recipe for this? I must have it. Instead of a direct thank you, this sentence expresses appreciation through curiosity and interest in recreating the dish. It makes the tone more engaging and interactive, subtly praising the food while inviting further conversation. So when you say, wow, do you have the recipe for this? Can I have it? Then the person who was able to provide the food for you would feel so, loved and, supported because they're like, wow, they really enjoyed it. They want my recipe as well. So if you're out and about and you don't know what to say for 잘 먹었습니다 or thank you for the delicious food, try all of the ones that we said here for today's Change Up. And now it's time for a song break. Here is Higher Love by Steve Winwood. Welcome back, everyone. You just listened to Higher Love by Steve Winwood. And our question of the day and text topic was, how many hours do you usually sleep a day? 하루에 몇 시간 정도 주무시나요? And we did have a lot of people in our chat going ahead and answering our question for us today. So thank you so much for participating and letting me know that I sleep a bit too much. I remember in our comment section, 만옥도 영어님 saying that we need at least 7 hours a night to feel fully rested. So for those who are sleeping less than that, I hope you're able to squeeze in some more hours of sleep. And I did get some more messages for our bite-sized banter question, which was, what's the most unusual collection you've ever started? We have here Chae Hee-sung-nim saying, I'm not a fan of collecting stuff. And also on our YouTube live chat, we also said we had Ponim and Jinli-nim also saying that they didn't really collect anything. So maybe collections have become a bit dated now. We don't do it as much. I also have another text message here from 4241님 4241 saying, 저는 요즘에는 안 모으지만 영화 포스터 모으는 취미가 있었어요. 벽에 붙어두거나 너무 많아서 파일에 보관할 정도였답니다. Where 4241님 saying, I don't collect them anymore, but I used to have a hobby of collecting movie posters. I used to hang them on my wall, and there were so many that I had to keep them in a file or folder. Well, thank you so much for your message here. And now, everyone, that is time to wrap up the show. I've been your host, Kimberly. Here is our last song, Don't Be Cruel by Elvis Presley, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!
You know I can be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. Baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, please don't forget my past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. I don't want no other love, baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me. Don't make me feel this way. Come on over here and love me. You know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby, cross my heart. Let's walk up to the preacher and let's say I do. Then you'll know you'll have me, and I know that I'll have you. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. I don't want no other love, oh baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. Don't be cruel to who heart is true. I don't want no other love, oh baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.